Good morning, volleyball fans, and welcome to Newland Street here in Huntington Beach, California for the second of three AVP League qualifiers. Match number one on tap here. I'm Rob Aspero, courtside. Actually, not courtside, end line of our first match of the day. First match of the day features Chaim Schalk and James Shaw facing off against Alex Ukkelberg and Charlie Siragusa. Again, this is for qualification to the AVP League. First server, Alex Ukkelberg. And he starts it off with a dirty ace, 1-0. Best to start off the day with a little luck. Loose cables, giving us the first point. Ukkelberg again, but not a successful point going to Chaim and James, 1-1. 7 back to serve for the first time, Chaim Schalk. Schalk stands at 6'5", lives in Gardena, California. Siragusa, good pass to the net and a knuckle poke, one out easily by Shaw. 2-1. Tight set resulting in that 50-50 ball, and then Shaw standing up at 6'8", wins out easily. Siragusa, tight pass. Siragusa wrist away, misses a couple feet wide. Point going to Schalk and Shaw. Siragusa, good pass at the net. Chops it by the block. Point going to his side. 3-2 on the switch. Again, this is sets to 15. Best of 3. Rally score, no cap. Looking at Charlie Siragusa at the service line on the far side. Siragusa, good spin serve over towards Shaw. Shaw denied by Siragusa, tying it up at 3s. Good looking block for the 6'8" blocker from Webster, New York. Siragusa winds up. Takes a little off of it. Shaw, and going on the option is Schalk. 4-3. Wise play. Ball right on top of the net. Had the option of setting, but ended up knocking it over onto, which brings James Shaw back to serve. 4 serving to 3. James Shaw goes cross-court over towards Ukkelberg. Siragusa on the option. Misses just long. Looked like the ball was mishit off the hand of Siragusa. It's a little backspin on that play, it appeared. 5-3. Shaw, good serve into the seam, creating havoc, and that would be an ace, making it 6-3. And we got a team timeout taken quickly by Siragusa and Ukkelberg. So again, we're right here in Huntington Beach, California, right off of Newland Street. From the power plant, cloudy day, hovering at right around the low 60s. Been like that these last few days. Been down here at the site for another beach volleyball event. That would be the first ever MPSF Beach Volleyball Championships. Spent 3 full days of double elimination tournament play for automatic berth into the NCAA tournament. An exciting tournament because if anyone keeps up with collegiate ball, best conference right now with the last year of the CCSA happening this year is and will be in the MPSF. So coming back into play as they come out of the timeout. Again, a little cloudy conditions here today, but I'm sure the players don't mind. Keeps it a little cooler. 6 serving to 3 after the ace by Shaw. Shaw from Sebastopol, California, hometown Woodside, played at Stanford. Shaw winds up and goes off the cable. Ukkelberg passes off the net. Shooting it over the block is Ukkelberg. Perfect placement into that area 1 corner. Makes it 4-6 on the turn. Scott Davenport walking his way over here. Coach for Ukkelberg and Siragusa. Ukkelberg steps back to serve. Stands at 6 foot from Battle Lake, Minnesota. Good pass right at the net. Schalk dug by Ukkelberg. High ball to the pin. Cuddy misses a couple feet wide. Point going over towards Schalk and Shaw, 7-3. Or correction, 7-4. Schalk on the far side surfing. Listed at 6'5". Floats over towards Siragusa. Siragusa to Ukkelberg. And Siragusa looked like it missed wide, but there's been no call made by the referees on the court. Looks like it is called wide. It was close on the line, but the splash of the sand made it look like it could have been in. So that makes that 5-7 here in set number 1 in our best of 3. Perfect pass over to Shaw. Hand set, beautiful. Rolling it over the top. Textbook is Schalk. Great shot, high line. 8-5. Shaw with a spin serve over towards Siragusa. He swings out to the right side. Shaw there on the block, but Siragusa tooling high. 6 serving 8. Ukkelberg giving a good set to the pin. Nice and high with a big body. He's battling up top. Ukkelberg, the 6-footer, testing out. Came in serve receive, and Shaw goes cross body just by the block of Siragusa to go up 9-6 at the turn. Taking a little break here at the 9-6 turn. As you see, we've got 4 courts running in our AVP League qualifier. It's a second of 3 events. We're keeping up on the men's side. Hagen Smith and Logan Weber winning the first qualifier event. They get in. There's 3 spots still available for the AVP League. 8 events running through from May 23rd all the way through August 30th. That's culminating in that August 30th League Championship. Week 1 of the league starts off at Delray Beach Tennis Center in Palm Beach, Florida. That's the weekend of May 23rd and 24th. On the women's side, winning last week, Corinne Quiggle and Megan Rice. Corinne will be here on the call court side with Richie Lamborn. We'll be switching up duties throughout the day. We're going to have a first round DQ on court 2 due to injury, so only 1 court live right now. Siragusa off the block with a lot of heat. Makes it 7-9. 6'8" versus 6'8" up top with big swings and a big block, making a ton of noise. Heavy contact on the ball. Siragusa again from Webster, New York. Easy serve over towards Schalk, and a little jump set action to the pin, and came empty net blast, makes it 10-7. Again, this is best of 3, rally score to 15. 2/3 away for Shaw and Schalk at this point. Bump set way off net, out of system ball. Shaw pops it up top to Chaim, dug by Ukkelberg. And Ukkelberg going for that jumbo in the corner. 8-10. Pulling within a pair are Ukkelberg and Siragusa. Going into the seam, stepping in to pass is Schalk. Schalk dug by Ukkelberg, up and over, and misses just wide. Ball falls a foot outside the sideline, making it 11-8. Good look and way to step in on that defensive stand in the back by Ukkelberg. Just had to turn that a little bit inward. Good float serve with a lot of movement, bobbing left and right. Siragusa on the cut and hitting high off the block came Schalk. 12-8 on the turn. Team switch sides here. As you see walking towards our side are Siragusa and Ukkelberg. Schalk has had 3 AVP first finishes as he drops it over towards area 4. Siragusa goes into the net. Point going to Schalk and Shaw, 13 serving 8. Schalk and Shaw looking good early on here. Ukkelberg on the pass. Ukkelberg going ballistic out of the right side. 9-13. Fantastic set out to the pin by Siragusa, opening up the entire court. You see Ukkelberg turn and go thumb down. Schalk passes tight on the net and just knuckles it down the line, bringing us to our first set point for Schalk and Shaw. Shaw's best finish in the AVP's third. Taking home some change. Ukkelberg, tight pass, and Shaw winning out as the team of Chaim Schalk and James Shaw take the first set 15-9. Lead our best of 3 matchup, 1-0. Don't go away. Second set action coming at you here from Huntington Beach. All right, looks like we're back on the court as the athletes are here on court 1. I'm Robin Sparrow. Appreciate you joining me here in Huntington Beach on the YouTube stream of the second of 3 AVP League qualifiers. Taking the first set, James Shaw, Chaim Schalk. 15-9 the score against Charlie Siragusa and Alex Ukkelberg. Ukkelberg start off with service on the far side. Hybrid pass by Schalk. Schalk shoots it through the uprights of Siragusa. 1-0. A lot of space in between the arms of Siragusa, trying to take as much area as he could on that block, spread it in his fingers, and peak jumping. Schalk, high risk, high reward serve, aiming for that sideline, ends up going wide. 1-1. Siragusa holds. Schalk on the 2-ball termination. Siragusa was just getting out to the net, so he had to sit in there and take the shot. Shaw, wicked opposite hitter and setter back in the day at Stanford and also the USA men's national indoor team. Really high pass by Siragusa. High ball, cutty action, and a beautiful shot by Siragusa as it hits the sand. You can see his eyes check where Schalk was on defense. As soon as he made that move, he readjusted his wrist and hit that over in area 4 or that cross-court angle. Schalk fakes the 2-ball attack, and jumping into the angle is Charlie Siragusa. And he gets a hold of one on the attack, making it 3-2 on the turn. First lead for Siragusa and Ukkelberg. Ukkelberg comes back to the service line. Best AVP finish, 17th, done that 2 times, and almost gets a dirty ace winner on the line using every bit of the equipment, which would have included the cable and the sideline. 3-3. Schalk, a lot of movement on that float serve. Inside set, knocked up top by Shaw. Schalk drills it into the seam. Siragusa put a paw in front of it, but couldn't control it inward toward play. 4-3. Cam steps back to the service line and hits Siragusa and serve receive. Back set to the right pin. Little side spin off speed ball by Siragusa. Schalk goes down the line. On the stab is Siragusa. Just keeping it in play is Schalk. Overhand pass by Ukkelberg. See what he does on this play. Hits it long. Great defensive stand on both sides of the court, but the attack error makes it 5-3. Schalk and Shaw. You can see Ukkelberg looking at where Schalk was on defense. Saw him pulling inward, so he went for that deep corner over in area 5-6. Really high ball picked up by Schalk on the attack by Siragusa. And chopping it down the line is Chaim Schalk. 6-3. We got a timeout taken by Siragusa and Ukkelberg. Trailing 1-0 after dropping the first to Shaw and Schalk, 15-9. If you want to follow results, visit volleyballlife.com and look up AVP Qualifier. Brackets for both the men's and women's sides available, as well as updated scores. But looking at all the events coming up this summer, an exciting year coming up for AVP. AVP Huntington Beach Open coming up second weekend in May. We're talking about the 8 league events. They start off week 1 at the Delray Beach Tennis Center in Palm Beach, Florida. Then week 2 jumps over to San Diego at Viejas Arena. 8 teams in the league. Still looking to fill 3 team spots here. Moving floater by Schalk. And Siragusa blasts cross court. Point going towards Siragusa and Ukkelberg. 4-6 on the turn. Good looking ball by Siragusa as he knocks it right over towards area 6, but his point of contact on that ball was high up there, being the big 6'8" body that he is. Beautiful set by Shaw, but not a shocker. Former setter at Stanford, an All-American setter at Stanford at that. 7-4. Shaw married to Molly Turner, or now Molly Shaw, also playing here today. Or courtside, you can see her in the corner as you look at Schalk spin it over the top of the block for point, making it 8-4. Other athletes beginning to show up here courtside in Huntington Beach in the AVP League Qualifier. Wicked serve by Shaw, picked up by Siragusa. Siragusa denied up top by Shaw. He is floating on that block over towards the left pin. He had jumped into the angle and got a hold of it, making it 9-4. Taking a little off it was Shaw on the serve, and unfortunately goes into the net. 5-9. Ukkelberg, this 6-footer from Battle Lake, Minnesota, went to Grandview College. Misses long on the spin serve. Point and switch at 10-5. Going for that aggressive spin serve into the seam, but missed about 6 inches long. As he takes some time here in our timeout. Again, must-win set for Siragusa and Ukkelberg, dropping that first set 15-9. League 3 of the week heads on over to Miami, Florida. That's June 13th, 14th, and June 21st and 22nd. Heading on over to New York, East Hampton, New York. That should be a great location over by Long Island University. But the league championships culminate and will be in Chicago, Illinois this year. That'll be the weekend of August 30th and 31st. Out of the timeouts, 10-5. Chaim Schalk back to serve on the far side with that 10-5 lead. Backs it over towards Siragusa, and the baby cutting winner gives them their 6 point at 6-10. Landed just 1 foot on the other side of the net with an extreme angle. You can see Siragusa going across his body on that placement shot. Siragusa over towards Schalk. Ball's touch has to go over. Siragusa, actually, I guess there was no touch off the block. And Ukkelberg with a long distance tool set all the way to the right side, but the ball falls out of play left back. 7-10. Siragusa, hybrid serve, bad pass, saved. Siragusa on the approach, slow approach, rolls it over the top of Shaw. Good little run, 2 point run here now for Siragusa and Ukkelberg. 8-10, now we've got a timeout taken by Chaim Schalk and James Shaw. Siragusa and Ukkelberg providing a little pressure here in the second set. The must-win set for Charlie and Alex. Wind's beginning to pick up a little bit courtside here in Huntington Beach. Temperatures coming in at 57 degrees. Only have a high of 59 today. The winds coming off the ocean, onshore winds. Still mild and manageable at the moment, but we're expecting rain. Supposedly by 9 a.m. So there's some dark clouds over the ocean. As Siragusa starts off with serve out of the timeout and misses a tad long, 11-8. Shaw serving on the far side. Overpass picked up by Shaw. And Shaw goes off speed inside the block, making it 12-8 on the switch. Lights at the end of the tunnel for Schalk and Shaw. But this modified format to 15 could say otherwise. Haven't had too long of scoring runs yet. As service error pulls Siragusa and Ukkelberg in within 3 at 9-12. Ukkelberg goes to the spin over towards Schalk. Great dig by Ukkelberg in anticipation of Schalk's blast on the line. Option ball, cross body by Shaw. Makes it 13-9. Ukkelberg had a phenomenal dig down the line off the blast by Chaim Schalk. 13-9. Moving float serve, Siragusa on the pass. Siragusa drops the shot in the corner. Double digits at 10-13. Again, Siragusa step it up and hit a spin serve. He's been going for that spin serve, missing just a little bit long. He goes to a float. Pass by Schalk. Schalk cuts it inside Siragusa, and we've got match point serving to 10. It's a single elimination tournament here today in Huntington Beach for the AVP League Qualifier. Shaw winds up, spins it. Good pass by Ukkelberg. Siragusa fires it inside, and looks like gets the fingertips of Shaw. 11-14 on the turn. Had to be a micro touch off the top, but there's no controversy or disagreement with the call, so we play on. 11 serving match point number 2 for Shaw and Schalk. A lot of spin on the toss. Goes cross court. Good serve. Picked up by Schalk. Schalk rolls it over the top, and there's the winner as Schalk and Shaw defeat Charlie Siragusa and Alex Ukkelberg 2-0. 15-9, 15-11 here in match number 1 of our AVP League Qualifier. Appreciate you tapping in. We got match number 2 coming up our way. 9 a.m. start. Tim Baumgren and Paul Lottman facing off against Derek Bradford and Jordan Hoppy. I'm Rob Aspero. We'll catch you in a little bit.